is data engineering, why we need it, right? And how to proceed with it. Very simple, straightforward, bit lengthy journey. Data engineer is a set of technologies, a set of operations. Let's understand what is database, what is warehouse, what is ETL, analytics, and BI. We'll understand slowly. BI, business intelligence. Then how to implement BI, and the main course in a BI plate, Azure Data Engineering, and the desert Power BI. As simple as that. Let's understand what is database to start with. We are all aware of the basics of database, a platform to store any type of data, any amount of data, structured, secured. Now, the database is the entry point for any data, any enterprise data. But what next? What comes after database? What happens to the data inside database is our actual course. For example, you have a banking environment. For example, there is a banking environment and savings accounts, some loan accounts, and mortgages, etc. So different accounts. Assume you have various accounts. Savings account, loan account, so on, current account, etc. And you upload your PAN, Aadhaar, SSN, etc. into your banking portal. So all these are operational. I mean, everyday activities, like our showroom in a city, like a showroom. Everyday operations called OLTP, live online transaction processing. What next? End of the week, maybe end of the day, end of the week, end of the quarter, end of the month, or maybe end of the year. We need to park all data into a warehouse, go down. Why? For analysis. For example, we log into our bank account, bank portal. We see recent transactions, right? That is OLTP, operational data. And you apply for a loan, right? The bank authorities need to assess our loan repaying capacity. They need to assess our financial status. They predict my loan repaying capacity for next 10 years, 15 years. And short-term loan, personal loans, next few months, next 1 or 2 years. All these calculations, predictive analysis taken from a warehouse. I mean, in our classes, in our data engineering sessions, we will be understanding practically how to work with data scientists. That is data warehouse concept. Number one, data scientists will be our stakeholders, customers. Deep learning, data mining, data science activities. Number two, we are going to host the data. We are going to practically store the data in such a way it is easier for AI tools, analytic tools for faster access. We have Azure AI, one of our examples in our classes. It's not rocket science, trust me. Very simple and straight, as long as we involve into it practically. Yes, here it is. We are going to understand about Power BI. analytic tools. There are examples for Power BI, how to consume warehouse data into reporting, Power BI. And how we consume this warehouse data in Microsoft AI tools. Data mining activity, there is one example for it. Or attendees who are having good amount of experience, they may opt for Fabric, OLAP, or online analytical processing databases, Azure SSAS and Fabric operations, Microsoft Fabric. So warehouse is the main key takeaway for end-to-end business needs. The birth of data is left and the future of data is right. And we are the middlemen. We are data engineers. What we do, simple and straight. Some background noise somewhere. Please help me. Please make sure, friends. We control our mics. We'll go for questions in Q&A in next few minutes, please. We'll definitely go for Q&A. I will surely answer every question before you leave for the day today. Let's make it complete. I repeat again, friends. I repeat again. Assume, for example, an Amazon database. One of our examples, we are going to take Amazon database, an SQL database. A 10 table database will be taking from Amazon. And there you see daily sales, some products, customers, etc. At the end of the week, end of the month, we are going to use something called ETL. I said something because we are very new to our environment. ETL, extract, transform, load. We use ETL to pick data from left hand, paste it to right hand, not simply pick and park. We need to classify the data. We need to reorder the data, merge, join. We are all aware of joins, right? Everyone, please confirm. Joins, group by, merge. Please confirm, please.
Yes, we are
SQL.
aware. Yeah, we are aware on that.
Yes.
Perfect. Is what we are going to learn here. Very simple, friends. Showroom is a database. Godown is a warehouse. As simple as that. Now, inside this godown, we have two types of data we need to store. What are they? Why it is? Let's understand slowly. Next 5 minutes, very important. There's our entire story. Okay, let me show you now. I'll take a notepad and start writing it carefully. I'll provide you a printable Word document to you. We'll talk about the notes and all, right? We'll do one by one. Let's get started now. Okay, let's see carefully. Here it is. So here we go. I'll just make it clear. I'll just clear all the items here. I'll just clear all the drawings and continue. Perfect. I'll mail you a printable Word document with good amount of relevant images anyway. Let me show you now. We're back to school. Please stay tuned. First, what is database? Yes, we are all aware of a platform to store any type of data and any amount of data, right? Any type of data, any amount of data. This is fine. Now, here we are referring to, more importantly, basic types of databases. We are not concentrating on all types of databases. We are only concentrating on what is required for data engineering activities. OLTP, data warehouse. OLTP, online. We are already aware of it. Good and perfect. In case, if anyone, very new for them, online transaction processing database. What does it mean? Yes, to store live, real-time data. What does it mean again? Example, a live cricket match. a live temperature data. One of our examples in our course, live temperature tracking activities. We are going to connect to one of the Microsoft data centers and read live temperature data. Read live OLTP activities. Then what is warehouse? Yes, here it is. Data warehouse, as the name signifies, it is used to store summary data. What is the summary data? We say aggregated data. Summary or aggregated data, that is one important use. And also to store incremental data. What does it mean? Today you insert 2 rows. Tomorrow you insert 1 million rows and do update to previously inserted 2 rows. So only the delta we call. What is that? Delta loads. Only the changes will be given to the destinations. No duplicates, no unwanted appending, only the changes. For this purpose, I request you, please revise merge statement in TSQL. We are only talking about the queries, not the programming. Please revise them. For this, please revise. I am requesting you, okay? Please revise group by activities, group by statement, joins. You enjoy these examples. These are the 2 main activities. Make sure you revise group by, you revise joins, you revise merge statement, and it's enough until here. Next part. Okay, we got to know the database and the types of databases and how to implement. Let's see how to implement data warehouse. Well, to implement OLTP, we have SQL developers, a separate job profile altogether. How to implement data warehouse? Here it is. Using data engineering technologies. Data engineering technologies. These technologies require, they need ETL platforms, one or more platform plus data warehouse storage. This is a concept. The ETL platform can be multiple options. Option one, Azure. Option 2, Amazon. And option 3, it can be some other tools like Metallion, or we have something called DBT, etc. Data build tool, etc. Then what about warehouse? Here again, different options. Option 1 for data warehouse, Azure. Option 2, again we have something called Amazon. And option 3, you have Snowflake. Our Brawley Academy has nice structured courses for these technologies, trending technologies. We are understanding what is what first. Remember, ETL is like a valet parking service. Data warehouse is a multi-level parking area. Let's choose Azure, a complete pack. It is comparatively cheaper, more secure, and Microsoft has a lot of business for small and mid-scale operations. Amazon is equally great, no one denies it. for big scale activities, government projects. Microsoft is known for small and mid scale operations. And there comes more market share. Overall revenue, Amazon wins, truly speaking, okay? But the number of openings, the number of jobs, or the amount of exposure technically and flexibility wise, Microsoft wins the match. Further, easy UI. Now, what about Snowflake? Snowflake is a great warehousing technology. It has to depend on something else for not only ETL, even for the storage also. Let me show you what I mean. Let me show you what I mean. Here it is. Just to make it clear, I'll just take it like this, okay? I'll say snowflake.com. I'll just put this way. I'll just take it in an incognito mode. I'll call it as snowflake.com, okay? To make it clear for us, Snowflake is an airplane. Let me put this way, friends, okay? Snowflake is an airplane. It is an airplane. And please give me a few moments time. Please give me a few moments time. Please check your mic. Please check your mic. Please. Please check your mic. Please give me a few moments time. And now I'll release my screen. Here it is. To get into Snowflake, we need one of the airports. Snowflake does not have its own storage till date. Snowflake need to use either Azure or AWS or Google Cloud. So when someone says cloud, technically one of these two. And number one in the list has more number of data centers across the globe. I mean, Azure has technical advantage. Let me come back again. We are into Azure for ETL, Azure for warehouse. A complete pack. Now, we'll go for questions in next few minutes. Now, here it is. How to implement data warehouse using Azure. There comes our concept of Azure Data Engineering, our actual course. We are slowly starting with, here it is. Observe carefully here. We are slowly starting with number one, database. A platform to store any type of data, any amount of data. Basic types of databases, OLTP, live. In case if anyone writing their notes, in case, showroom, something like that. Warehouse, it is like our godown, outskirts of the city. Here we are going to concentrate more on the decoration, easy access, attracting the customers. Warehouse, here we are going to focus more on storage, more data, less space. And any warehouse you take, it's all about storing aggregated data plus incremental data. So these are the two major activities we need to learn. Accordingly, in Azure Data Engineering, you have ETL components and we have data warehouse components. Okay, next. Then finally, the end-to-end integration. This is our actual course. ETL components. We have number one, Azure Data Factory. What is this? It is graphical user interface, GUI based something called pipelines we are going to create to read data, join, group by, merge, filter, etc. Aggregate the data, mash up the data, and load it to our parking area called warehouse. Please remember this diagram, okay? This one. We are talking about ETL, warehouse. ETL, there are some technologies. Azure Data Factory is a prominent technology. Simply say graphical interface. Then we have number 2, Azure Databricks. Awesome, really awesome ETL. We have something called script. Don't worry, we are not into any programming here. There are auto-generated and minor manual modification scripts thanks to AI tools. I repeat again, it is now completely based on AI. Yes, we give some inputs, we are going to get the script auto-generated now. In olden days, yes, we used to write the scripts. But now, things are getting better and better day by day for our benefit. It is script-based. I'll write here, I'll mail you these notes today. It is auto, which is very, very new feature. We need to enjoy it carefully. And manual, script-based manual notebooks we call. There comes PySpark. What is this? Something new. We are going to learn from scratch what is what. Leave it to me. Make sure we revise SQL. Remaining things, leave it to me. Next. Number 3. Data Factory plus Databricks put together called Azure Synapse Analytics. A plus B, really, pipelines plus notebooks integrated together. How? Once again, PySpark. Come on, friends, everyone, please. Are we getting some idea now? What we are going to discuss from next class? Everyone, please. Are we getting some idea?
Yes,
like with
we're
you,
able to
please.
understand what you're trying to say. Yeah. Which are you are going to cover, we're able to understand.
Perfect, perfect. Others, please help me, please help me. Yes, are we getting it? Please let me know. I'll wait. Yep.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yes, Paul. Yes.
Great. Let's continue. So we have left leg, right leg mixed together. I mean, left leg and right leg folded together. Okay. I mean it. Next, data warehouse components. What are these? Data warehouse storage. ETL means it's all about extract, transform, load. This one, extract, transform, load. I'm talking about the legs. Warehouse is the hands. Here it is. ETL with notebooks. ETL with pipelines. Blended together, we have Synapse. This is a trending technology. Of course, we need to learn everything slowly, step by step. Then legs are done. What about hands? To hold the data. To hold the data, we have left hand, right hand, and our actual heart in between. I mean my comparison. We need to involve into the things carefully. We enjoy it. Let's understand now Spark database. What is this? Warehouse. Number 1, Spark. Spark database is a open source. Remember, PySpark is different. Spark is different. Both are different. Spark database. We are going to understand just like SQL databases, Microsoft SQL databases, Oracle SQL databases, MySQL databases, IBM DB2 databases. Same way, we have Spark databases we need to create. Yes, this is open source. Its main greatness, open source. In future, your company wanted to get some other new technology. into your engineering basket, Spark database will help them, will help your company. Open source. We are going to create Spark databases, Spark tables, and learn something called Spark SQL. Operated using Spark SQL, part of our course. But you know SQL, group by joins in any SQL is okay. Merge is in transact SQL. Merge is not there in Oracle. Oracle we say upset. MySQL we say upset. Whereas no SQL, Postgres SQL, Microsoft SQL we say merge. Make sure you revise SQL and touch on transact SQL is really worthy. Touch on transact SQL really works. And with that extension, we are going to slowly learn Spark SQL in our classes. Number 2, that is open source. Fine, left leg. Now, what about right leg? We have something called dedicated, simply say SQL pool. Pools. There are something called dedicated SQL pools, Apache Spark pools, etc. Within Microsoft. This is Microsoft branded data warehouse. This is open source data warehouse. Remember, this is operated using TSQ. That is a concept. So transact SQL is required. Without TSQL, we cannot operate on SQL pool. Remember, friends, these are the concepts technically. Amazing concepts. Need straightforward examples. Make sure you have access to a printer once or twice every week. Okay, you'll be getting the printed copies of the notes in advance. You need to take the print copy, get ready, back to school, head to foot, step by step. We are going to deal with the examples. So I'm trying my best to make it clear so that we understand what we are going to learn next. Spark database, SQL pool, and then from there, we are going to understand one more important item called serverless pool. Here it is. Again, Microsoft branded data warehouse. It is not really a true data warehouse, but it is a helping hand for data warehouse. Serverless pool. Once again, we require transact SQL for it. But main purpose of serverless pool mainly for faster, easier data. Once again, we require transact SQL. So Spark database, one warehouse. SQL pool, another warehouse. And in between, we have something called serverless pool. Then we have additional components we need to learn in this process. I'll mail you all this one. Okay. Please make sure you go through them slowly, step by step, thoroughly. Let's get all the menu items to enjoy the actual recipes here. Additional items. Number 1, something called data lake. What is this? Warehouses store tables. These store files. Cloud-based file storage, just like Google Drive. Just like Google Drive, nothing else. Trust me. For what? For day-to-day ETL and data warehouse operations. What does it mean? Logging, staging, etc. Tell me, please tell me, proceed. Yeah. Please tell me. Proceed. Yes. I'll continue. Friends, we'll go for questions in exactly 3 to 4 minutes. Okay. 3 to 4 minutes. Data lake. Next. Another important additional concept, we need to learn something called stream analytics. I said few minutes back, about 25 minutes back, I was mentioning, we are going to learn how to connect to one of the Microsoft data centers and read live real-time data I was mentioning, live temperature data. There comes stream analytics. To work with live, real-time, and IoT, Internet of Things, IoT devices. I am pretty sure you'll enjoy this example. We need to learn it for 2 days. This particular example, IoT with stream analytics. Number 3, we have additional components called key vaults and something called, we are not into DevOps, but as a data engineer, we should know something called CI/CD pipeline integrations and something else called logic apps. These are mainly add-ons for end-to-end implementations. Mainly for end-to-end integrations, we need these concepts. So this is the complete overview of the menu items that are coming to our learning plate. Now, first question, what about practice? Here it is. Azure account. In general, because see, practice is also equally important. So Azure accounts, you need to have your Azure accounts created. I'll provide you the step-by-step instructions, but you need to have your Azure accounts created. So you need to have a credit card or a debit card to activate your free account. So you shall be using your free account. It's not a big deal at all. You log into your banking portal and apply for a virtual credit card. You get in moments. You simply log into Azure portal, get a new account. The moment you get the Azure free account, you can log in back to Azure portal and disable the card. It works. It works. Or you may use whatever secured account you want, but it's a free account for 1 month. After 1 month, Microsoft usually extends for another 15 days. If they see consistent activities in our free account on a day-to-day basis, or we may need to opt for a new account if required. But good to have free account, because paid account would be a bit costly, especially this one, this is pay per hour. About $1.5 per hour. This one. So better to have free account, safe. Number 2, what about the observation notes? I shall mail you the complete step-by-step documents plus reference screenshots for every example. This part I'll take care, no doubt. And the handouts to be emailed in advance. All these data engineering activities, it is planned for total of 7 weeks with 3 different modules. We are going to have 2 weeks of storage and data lake modules, 3 weeks of data factory synapse analytic module. In our very next class, we'll be more into the concepts like what we need to learn in each module. I have the complete keyword checklist ready. Then 2 more weeks with end-to-end integrations and PySpark module. PySpark will be in these 5 weeks concepts. PySpark in 2 different environments, these 5 weeks. Total 7 weeks. And then interested participants, they would be involved in the project work. Others, who in case you are busy with your job work or for some other reason, you are having some shortage of time, then you have the project solution straight with the complete explanation. More importantly, if your interviewer asks you what you did in your project, what are the challenges in your project, what is your current job role, what is your previous job role, what tool you are using, why you are using Data Factory, why not Databricks, or why Databricks, why not Synapse Analytics, those kind of comparative pros and cons are important. That would be from project FAQs. Attendees are preparing for interviews. You may get this content straight in the initial week itself. We'll do it in the course, but still on a friendly note, I am ready to provide everything upfront, not a big deal at all. Our interviews are important, right? And getting into our next dream job is more important for us. That is more priority. So you may get the project solution during the course. You may start the project during the course as you wish.